What marketing and advertising and branding used to be about was building fame for your brand. So you were talking at people, you were pushing messages at people and trying to get a response that way. But now we're talking about fans, and that's people who follow your brands and who are passionate about your products or your services, and who are really kind of more deeply engaged with what you are and what you do. It's a fan economy. This is not my phrase. This is the phrase of a strategist called Bud Cadell. It's a name worth noting down. He's a very good thinker in this new kind of sphere. I'll come on to some examples of what that actually means literally, because it's a bit of a vague term, but I just wanted to outline some reasons why you should care about this, why you should care about this change in the way people are consuming information. As an owner, manager, or a manager of a small firm, well, these fans, which is just a terminology for the people consuming the information, they turn into real customers, and they will be spending money, so it's really important to engage with them where they are in order to generate income out of them. Fans also generate interest and excitement in your products. I mean, this is a very kind of spreadable medium, so if people are talking about things, a lot of other people will hear about it. Fans can also tell you how to do what you're doing better. I mean, they will tell you when you're doing something wrong. You will definitely hear about it if they don't like what you're doing, which is good. We should be very receptive to that, because obviously we all want to improve what we're doing. But on the flip side of that, if you're under attack for whatever reason, this group of people that you've built up will be there to defend you. If they're passionate about what you do, they will help you out if circumstances get difficult. And in fact, in this environment, in this online environment or digital environment, there'll be people talking about you anyway, so it kind of makes sense to be in that environment so you can listen to what's being said and engage with those dialogues as well. I've just got a couple of points just to make on what I consider this digital medium to be and what it's not. It's not, to my view, strategic. So it's not just something that happens and works on its own. It's tactical, so it's got to be part of a bigger plan. It's not an end in itself, so I don't think there's any point in just having someone doing your digital marketing and thinking that's it and doing it in isolation and anything else. In my experience, that doesn't work. It's got to be part of an ongoing developmental process and not an end in itself. It certainly isn't easy. Well, it's not easy to get right. I think you do have to think hard and work hard at getting it right. And it certainly isn't a cheap alternative to traditional media. And I think this is how it's been portrayed to businesses in some quarters. I mean, YouTube is not like TV. It is video, it's moving image, but it's a completely different environment to TV, as an example. And therefore you have to behave differently. And it certainly isn't magic. It's not a magic wand that's going to cure everything. And I think that comes back to having a plan. But it is, one of the most critical points about it, as I've said, it is highly measurable. And that's a very, very, very valuable part of what digital media is. You can always check to see whether something's working and do something about it if it's not. It's democratic, and I think for small businesses, this is vitally important as well. You can act or be in the same places that multinational global brands are. You can have a Facebook page better, if you work at it, than Coca-Cola's Facebook page.